So the highlight of my week and the highlight I'm just going to speak for Keith's week is when we get a chance to get together and do this thing that we call Fusion Radio, where we celebrate people, man, and bring them to you, and especially you, weekly right here on Fusion Radio, man. So I love this guest right here because when we can branch out and show that we have diversity. Some of y'all think we just interview artists. They was like, man, do I even qualify to be on the show? All I see down there is hip-hop artists, hip-hop and R&B artists every once in a while. And so we're branching out, man, and we actually have an author. And actually, I could say, like, this year, actually, man, we've had, outside of this author, man, we've had some other authors right here on the show just recently. And so, man, always excited because we can give you some homework and something to do, man. And so right here on Fusion Radio, man, got a really, really dope author, and I can't wait to tell you about this book that she wrote, man. She actually gave me my own personal copy and Keith's personal copy, so we got some homework to do, man. Actually sit down and read, man. Her name is Charity Dunn, man. Welcome to Fusion Radio, Charity.
Thank you. Hey, y'all. What's up?
Welcome. No doubt, no doubt. So if you could tell us a little bit about you and then tell us about what inspired you to become an author.
So I'm Charity, and I grew up on the west side of Chicago, right off the 290 off California.
See, you didn't know this.
Why?
You didn't know this. You didn't know this. The West Side interviews will always be special. I was born and raised on the West Side. First 10 years of my life, Kedzie in Ohio, right down the street from Weston House. And so it's something about these West Side interviews, and it's something about the connection from the West Side. I ain't saying y'all. I'm not saying I don't love the South Side. I'm not saying that I don't love the East Side. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling y'all it's something special. You know, I told them that we got our own roller coaster.
We the best.
We got our own roller coaster when you get over there by Ida B. Well. She way up here at the top, and then you sizzle over there.
Yeah, come on down.
We gonna give you a pass today, cause you gave us what we needed today.
Okay.
Cause you know everybody from out west always say just out south, and it's not just out south. It's over east and it's out south.
Also, it's different.
Yeah, it's totally different.
It's real different.
Like where we at right now, this more or less like out south.
It's low end.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, exactly. See, I shout it out.
Right.
Now, you know there's some people out here that don't believe that there's an over east.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, there's some people, but I shout it out. I think I covered every area but the north side. So let me give love out to the north side of the shot and everything, man. But Charity, you're here. You were about to, before I interrupted you, I'm sorry. You were getting ready to give us a little background information on you and what inspired you to become an author.
So I grew up out west, like I was saying, and I've been through something. I got stabbed in Rockwell when I was 16 years old by a girl that I considered my friend over a boy that So long story short, I've been through a lot of pain, and I feel like I wanted to use my pain to empower the world. I wanted to use my pain to inspire someone to have the courage to push through whatever struggles they may be going through. This book will relate to a lot of people in a lot of different ways. I target the ladies, but the males will also learn from this because I also play a real dominant role that I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. So I just want to use my testimony as a roadmap through life to inspire, to encourage, to uplift, to build, to rebuild, to transform, and just, bring life back to our community, to our young ladies, to inspire them to want to be ladies. Like, it's cool that, to act like a gangster, but, it's a time and a place for everything. And I feel like we get lost out here in this, and the world is bigger than that. So I use my book as a testimony of what I survived and where I'm trying to go. I'm on my way.
For sure, man, for sure. So, my first question would be like, so just growing up and being around certain females and stuff like that and really getting to pick their brain and stuff like that, most females, like, when they go through stuff, they do things like write in their own journal and they just keep it to themselves. Like, they're just writing a journal and then keep all their thoughts to themselves and stuff like that. But you didn't do that. You decided to put yours on the forefront, put it out there for the people so people could see your side of the point and see why you trying to inspire people and stuff like that. So what eventually made you to like get to the point you was like, okay, I want to make a book though. I want to put it out there though.
So I went through so much that it was so unbelievable to me that I know that this story is unique and I know that it needs to be told. And I'm a believer. I believe in God. I believe. So, in Revelations, they say they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. So my testimony will save somebody else from going through the same thing. My testimony might give somebody hope that might feel like he can't make it out. So I wanted to use my pain for power. Instead of becoming a victim, I want to be victorious.
So I know we don't want to go too in depth into the book because in some type of way we want people to actually go out there and listen to it. I mean, go read the book and stuff like
For
that.
sure.
But just in a small synopsis, could you tell us like what the book is all about and like what's the main points, like certain things that you really want people to get from your book though?
It's about me, my life a movie. So I was adopted when I was adopted. I was bullied when I was young. It turned me into a gangster. The pain turned me into a monster. I did a lot of things that I now regret, and I learned a lot of lessons from them, and I want to share that with the world. I also was involved in a 10-year abusive marriage that I left. And once I left, I decided to sit down and write as part of my healing journey. And it took a lot of courage to put this out here because it's like, they gonna judge me, but, to God be the glory.
All right, so we've been sitting here talking, and I know everybody that's listening and everything, they're like, okay, what's going on? So we've got Charity Dunn. She's the author of, and we failed to mention the name of the book,
A Gift of a Curse.
A Gift of a Curse. So
Yeah.
those of you that's on live, you can see her right now and everything. Guys, Fusion Radio with Brian Stinson and YTS Key. So I want you to sort of take me through the process of actually putting a book together because it's not easy with all the different things that you just shared that you've been through, like to sit down and put that into a book form where that can help someone. Like, take us through that process.
So it started off with me just, I joined this family, and they was teaching me how to trade, and they was doing a lot of mindset. So it started off with me just journaling. And then when I went from journaling, I'm like, let me just start writing. So I just started writing. And I was going through so much that the first time I wrote it, the story was all over the place. It was like, okay, wait, go back. I got to make it make sense. And I don't want to make this like about bad-mouthing people because there's a message behind this. It's bigger than the people that did me wrong. It's bigger than that because God will take something and make it nothing and turn it into something. So that's the message that I wanted to give. And the process was like I had to take an hour out my day every day and be dedicated to this process of writing. And I fell in love with it because it was, I couldn't believe that I even went through all that. It was like, wow, to me. I even read my own story like more than 10 times. Like, it's so amazing to see somebody come out on top and not look like what I've been through.
Wow. So I want to go back to the friend that actually stabbed you and everything. Like, what actually happened that, I guess
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I wasn't with him. But it was assumed that I was with him. I was around him. I was around a lot of people. It was, it was his place. But, in the projects, it used to be busting in the projects. They was smoking, they drinking, 24-hour party whenever you pull up. So I came over there on that type of time, and it got took the wrong way. And they told her I was over there. So I came up out of there. I was by myself. She had a butcher knife. She was outside walking around looking for me with a butcher knife, and she hit me in my face. She had a brother with her. He grabbed me. And when he grabbed me, she snatched away from me. The knife went up my face. We fought. She hit me one more time. I had 275 stitches. I wanted to die. And her too. I wanted us to die together. But God had a different plan.
Wow. And then with the marriage, just delve into that, is with the marriage or whatsoever, like what kept you, I guess, sane when you were in the marriage and you were dealing with the different things? What kept you sane during those times? And then what was the last straw when you was just like, okay, I just can't do this anymore? So what kept me sane, first, natural, I'm not going to hold you. I smoke weed, it keep me numb. It's like a mental, it do something for the
traumatic, like for the PTSD, like it do something to calm my anxiety. It make me think out things and not move impulsively, because I'm very impulsive and I won't think first. I would just react. So when he started beating on me real bad and it got real to the point where I was ready to kill him, I had to smoke. And then spiritual, I'm a believer, and I believe that God was going to bring me through this, and he did. And he gave me peace. And what made me snap at the end, when I couldn't take it no more, I had moved to Ohio for a little while, and he left us down there by ourselves. And I learned how to live without him. And I saw how much peace we had. Even though we didn't have a lot of money, I had peace in my home. Me and my children was able to feel safe. And he tried to come back. He found out that I was coming back to Chicago. Now all of a sudden he wanted me back in his life. And that was like my breaking point. He whooped me again up here, and I snapped. It was like, I'd rather die than keep going through this. You know, so I was like really on a suicide mission because I was tired. And I did everything to him under the sun on my way out because I wanted him to know that it was over, because it was like he wasn't going to let me leave. So I had to make him know it was real. It was over. So God gave me peace out that situation, though, because a young woman came in his life, may God bless her, and took him on over there. And thank you. And thank you. Mm-hmm. Shout out to her.
So with all the things that you have learned in your life, though, what would be like some little key pieces of advice that you would give to a younger girl that's probably going through what you're going through, or probably even going through something worse than what you're going through?
I had somebody special come into my life, and he spoke life into me. He helped me to. It was like he saw things in me that I didn't see in myself. For a long time, I looked for that validation, for somebody to tell me that I was this person, because everybody I was around wanted me to think that I wasn't this person. And finally, somebody important came around, and he told me, you know, a lot of things that made me open up my awareness. Like, I always knew it was there, but he made me pay attention to that. And I want to be that person to them. So I will speak life into them and let them know that they're a queen, that you're beautiful, that you're strong, that you can do anything that you put your mind to. That if you speak life, that's what you will get. If you think good, you will get good. If you speak good, you will get, you know, I would want you to put yourself in environments where you can grow.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Definitely.
For sure.
Jewels and stuff like that here on
Yeah.
radio today.
Yeah.
So let's get back to your book, though. So how many chapters in your book, though?
10.
It's 10.
Yeah, it's 10 chapters. I got pictures, as y'all can see. That's my babies. That's my grandma. She died this year.
Wow.
Yeah, she was 91 years old. She the one. Yeah, y'all gotta read. It's a story behind it. These who I grew up with. They are amazing. My sister and my adopted mother. As y'all can see, baby Charity. I was so pretty. But my life was wow, and it's been wow since day one. So I started from the time I was born up until now. It was no way I could give y'all all the details. There was no way that I could give y'all everything. Like, everything that I went through in my life is not here. But you will see so much in here and think like, wow, it's more. Yes. And I'm going to keep writing. You know, I'm going to keep writing. But it's 10 chapters. I got scriptures by every chapter. There's a scripture, because I believe in the power of the word. So all thy children be taught of the Lord, and great shall be the peace of thy children. I believe that I'm sowing seeds just by you reading this. This is going in your heart. You know, it'll change some things. So I got scriptures for every chapter. I got pictures. I got dates. I got times. Like, this legit. Everybody can vouch for this. I got people that can vouch for these stories too. I can't make this up. It's real. And I got a lot of songs in there because I love music. I really love music.
So it's like, I asked you how many chapters you had in there and stuff like that, because I was definitely going to ask you that same thing. Like, since it's about your life, was it any things in your life that you necessarily didn't want to talk about in your book?
It was. Something that happened to me when I was 16, that people seem to think that it's okay to throw it in my face, but I have to realize that it's not me, it's them, you know. So when people think it's okay to laugh at somebody else's pain, just be cool. Trust me, your storm is brewing, baby. Your turn is coming. It could be me today. It could be you tomorrow, you know. So I learned that.
You know, one thing I like about your book, though, is because your book embodies something. You feel me? Like,
Sure.
One thing I be noticing, and this not to throw no shade on nobody else or nothing like
No
that.
shade.
It's just with the time I have been doing this show and stuff like that, I didn't seen all different type of people come through here, and it seemed like sometimes we had certain artists that come through it, and it seemed like they just make music just to make music. It don't seem like they make music because it's like a passion or they really love to make music. You feel me? So, but it seemed like with your book, it seemed like your book is kind of like for you what music was for me at a point in time. Like it gave you an avenue to speak on certain things that you probably weren't strong enough to say, or give you an avenue to say certain things that you just weren't used to saying to everybody else. You feel me? So that's
Or
why
even a chance to just tell my side of the story. Because my name ring bells out here, and so many people speak on me that I don't even know. My name in rooms I never been in. So, I wanted to be able to tell, like, y'all don't even really know me. Like, people that been around me all my life didn't even know all this stuff. So I gave my pain a voice. And I went deep. So what's from the heart will reach the heart. That's how I know it's going to be life-changing. Like, that's why what I stand for, my business, my speaking career that I'm going for is called Transforming. I'm going to be a transformational speaker because when I speak, things going to change. Something going to happen. Like my aura, all that.
Hey, that's cool, though. I like how she
For
did
sure.
that.
Yeah, thank you.
It's Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson, YTS Keys, man. Got the really super dope guys, man. Author, Charity Dunn in the building, man. Author of the book, man. A Gift of a Curse, man.
Yeah.
And so I want to, definitely build on a couple of things, and then I definitely want to get to where people can purchase the book. I want to jump into something that you talked about, people not really knowing you. So, but, reading the book and saying, wow, she went through all that and she's still holding on. So what has the response? Can you give us some responses that people have said?
The feedback been amazing. Like 10 out of 10. All 10 out of 10 is 5 stars on Amazon, 5 stars on Walmart. I just think they dropped in Target. It's in Barnes and Noble. It's everywhere. I got ebooks, 5 stars. Like, the feedback I've been getting is real. It's relatable. You're going to cry. You might, according to how soft you is, how compassionate you is. But you're going to cry. You're going to laugh. But you're going to feel empowered by the end, And I make sure I build you up at the end. So when I didn't just leave you with all that pain. I gave you like a roadmap, and I also like spoke life into you. Like I let you know that you are amazing. You are special. You matter. Whatever you bring to the table, bring it, because I think that everybody's trying to be like each other, and everybody got their own gifts. So if we all take our time to find it is what it is that we do, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's okay to be inspired by other people, but I want you to find your unique gift, You might be a singer, you might be a dancer, you might be a scientist, you might be a mortician. Everybody different. Everybody can't rap. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't dance. Everybody can't sing. You got to find something else. You got to find your lane, and you got to get in it and kill it, because that's your lane. And can't nobody else outdo you in your lane, because that's your lane,
And then earlier you mentioned about music being incorporated with it. So give me a couple of songs that you feel like that fits into your story that you say when you listen to those.
I got a lot of song cry. Once a good girl's gone bad, she's gone forever. That's actually a chapter in my book, a whole chapter to that. Lost Little Girl by Ja Rule. Ja Rule was hot back then when I was little, He had everybody popping ecstasy. He was lit. Sorry, yeah. But, yeah, he had everybody doing the wrong things. He was very inspirational in my life. Music inspired me growing up. Like, I liked to watch Smokey on Friday. I liked it. People don't know what goes in your eyes go in your heart, and it go in your mind. And, a lot of the music inspired me, brought me through a lot of the hard times. I felt like they understood me.
Oh, yeah. So before we talk about where you can actually buy your book at, I want to kind of bounce off one of his last questions he asked you. So
let me know if I missed one, too.
Oh, no. So
okay.
You said that when people read your book, it was a lot of people who figured out stuff about you that they never even knew about you, and they've been knowing you forever. So, like, I don't want you to go too deep in it, but, like, what was one that kind of stood out to you and they was like, I didn't even know that, you feel me? Like, I never knew you went through that. Like
everything, a lot of things that I went through with my ex-husband, people didn't know what's going on behind closed doors. A lot of things happened that people thought they knew, but they didn't. I made pain look good. I still make it look good to this day. but it don't mean that it ain't there.
You've been I ain't gonna lie,
I
you've been
got
coming
'em.
with it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You
y'all
been
can make
coming
me
with
a
it.
co-host or something. What up?
Oh no, for sure. You can
Okay.
definitely come in and co-host with us one of these
What's
days.
up?
For
I
sure.
love that.
So like, even that though, how do you deal with that though? Like, cause like you just said, putting on that face and trying to be strong, especially like trying to be strong for other people at the same time, still trying to be strong for yourself. Like, how do you deal with that though?
Helping other people help me. Strengthening other people strengthens me. So I could be in one of the weakest moments ever, but if you call me in distress, I'm going to start praying. You're going to look up. We both going to feel better, you know? So my prayer life keep me strong. I got a real connection with God. You know, I got a morning routine. I wake up every morning and I pray. First thing in the morning, I drop down. I thank God. Gratitude. I found me 10 things to be grateful for. My life could be in shambles right now, but I got to find something to be grateful for. And then I started thanking God for the sun, the moon, the grass, you know, because what if we woke up one day and the sun didn't come out? You know, it'd be ugly down here. So I wake up and I be grateful. And in Psalms 91, I put it on me daily for protection. That give me peace because, give me something to believe in. You got to have something to believe in. So that's my strength. That's my muscle. That's everything to me. And then I got the music, and then, I told you how I naturally move. I'm trying to work on that. I'm getting better. But I'm glad it's legal now, so all is
Ain't
well.
nothing wrong with that. I would say we was too 420 friendly, but we can't do that in here. But outside, we
Next
do our thing.
time.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my boy.
Outside session, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my boy to come to the dark side with me one time, but he be scared. He don't want to come to the dark side.
Yeah, man. Get us some edibles or something. Gummies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, though. So,
but I just really want people to know that it's okay to be yourself. Like you gonna have flaws. Like everybody not gonna be perfect. Like I be real with people. Like I be very vulnerable. I don't pretend to be like, oh, I made it. I'm changed. I'm healed. No, it's a journey. I'm healing. I'm in the healing process. There's still some things I gotta get right, but. That's why I'm on this journey, and I believe if I keep going, things will get better in time.
that's what's up, man. So, a gift of a curse.
A gift of a curse.
A gift of a curse. My bad.
Yeah.
So, what can we get this book at? Like, what are all the different platforms and stuff we can find this?
So, Google me. Charity Dunn, A Gift of a Curse. There's a lot of different ways you can get it. I got ebooks on sale right now for $9.99. Y'all gotta go get them. That's on Kobo, I believe. I got them at Amazon. They on Kindle. I got them in Barnes & Noble. They're in Walmart. I just synced it in Target. Shout out to them. Yeah, it's lit. It's everywhere. And I got them. So if you ever see me in public, I got them.
Social media-wise, how can they follow the movement?
I am Charity Dunn on TikTok. I am Charity Dunn on YouTube. On Instagram, my business page is I Am Charity Dunn, and my Facebook is Charity Dunn. My Instagram, my private Instagram is So Amazing _Charity. It's a lot of different ways you can find me. Everywhere.
So can I say that this was so much fun and more?
Thank you. I enjoyed it as well. This is lit. My first one.
Because to be quite honest with you, is you've got a story that can bless so many people. And as I was sitting here talking with you and everything, I was just watching the comments coming in, and everybody is definitely enjoying the conversation and enjoying what you're sharing. And so kudos out to everybody that's on the live right now, man, showing love and everything. And kudos out to you for being such a strong Black woman and such a role model to others, man. And I'm sure your kids and all that stuff, even though, they're young and all that stuff, they look at you in a way like never before. Because, kids can pick up when things aren't right. They can pick up when things are not right, when mommy's not mommy. And
I definitely wanted my daughter to know that, you don't have to take that from a man. I don't care what he doing for you. You deserve better.
So with that being said, continue success on your way. Definitely.
Thank y'all so much.
Definitely look forward to having you back real soon.
For sure. I'm going to see y'all in Media Day, right?
No doubt.
All right. Thank y'all so much. This was dope.